What up? What up? What up, King Poe? What up, Mac Kids and Maniacs? I'm back up in this thing. And for those keeping score, it's the same hoodie from yesterday, same hat from yesterday, and I didn't wash the hoodie. I know how y'all like to keep score. But just in case you just want to smell me or you got something bad to say, let me say it for you. Same shit I had on yesterday. What up, y'all? I've been tired, man. I've been asleep all day. Talked on the phone to Crazo for a while, a couple other homies. So it was a phone type of day. Instead of a fun type of day, it was a phone type of day. Man, I've been in bed. I don't know what's wrong. I think I need some vitamins. But what's happening, y'all? Western Ave, you up in here early tonight. What's up, baby? Loxa? My homie, loyal, 6 times 10. First time being early. All right, King Poe, that's what's up, man. Southside's in the building. You know I'm waiting on Atlantic Drive. Suge, what up? Foster, Skylar, what's up, man? Mac with the hands of stone. Really? The hands of stone? Man, I'm surprised I haven't got no blowback yet. I'm sure there'll be some blowback in a day or two, but surprised so many people like that video and ain't talking no shit, right? But on the heels of last night's conversation about human beings preying on human beings, I've seen a lot of comments saying that ain't cool, the 60s, this and that and the other. See, that's what I try to tell these squares, Southside. You ain't been in the crypt module, so how could you call it PC and how could you think everything goes so smooth in there? You're in a cell 24/7. Remember, you ain't getting no roof time. You get lucky if you get roof time. Thank you, Circle Buck. That's so far and in between. Not even once a month, or maybe once a month if you're lucky. Some sets didn't even get to come out. On top of it, so much anger and animosity built up because you're facing life sentences. Dudes is getting the L's. Dudes is frustrated because they can't reach their girl or their girl done ran off on them. Dudes are tired from going to court all the time, and it just frustrates you. The heat, when they turn the heat up, makes people so upset up in there. You're going to turn on each other. Don't your dogs fight when you lock them up in a cage together? Cats, raccoons. That's just what people do when you cage up all the time. So again, I understand the stigma on the turf, but it's all over the place, man. It's just human beings, period. CJ, what up, homie? Definitely like a project, right? Like they planned this years ago by putting animals in places and not giving them the resources. Me and Cutes was talking about that the other day. When you don't have the resources or the means to do other things, of course you're going to turn on each other. Let me turn this heater off. Be right back. All right, I'm back. So, yeah. Perlana's up in here. What up, Perlana? You know, Jimmy is coming that way. I wonder if he's going to stop by and see you. He's headed to North Carolina and maybe Atlanta or New York after that. Because there was nothing protective about the month. Nothing to protect you, right? I don't know why people say that, but it's normally not Crips that say it. It's normally non-affiliates or the Damus that'll say it. If I'm ever in a jam, I'm calling Kev. He'll be my advocate and try to diffuse stuff. I told you, man. That's me. It's always me. 1 minute guys are talking, next minute cousin has a bag on his head. Man, funny story, but it really wasn't funny, man. And you know I had to cut. I had to leave a lot of things out. A lot of things ain't for the public. But if you like Southside and you've been in a module or like a baby Crazo, you already know there was a lot of stuff taken out. But out of respect for the homies and not to overkill a situation in public. But yeah, for real, man, she go haywire in a hot minute. Big Lee, what up? Michelle's in the building. All right, all right. Love to see my ladies come up in here. C Breeze, what up, C Breeze? Crystal Brain, my favorite moderator. Where's Shaniqua at? She moderating for Yuck Mouth again. We gonna fire her ass. She either gonna have to come on here and twerk for us, or she gonna get fired. We taking her tools, but you can't take a tool from a hoe. A hoe is gonna always be a tool, you know. Oh no, I want to see that Cutlass on Dayton's. Which one? Oh, Cousins. I don't think I got no picture of Cousins. I got one similar to Cousins. I think it's Deacus. But yeah, Cousin had an old Cutlass on Dayton's. I can't remember if it was a old style Regal or a Cutlass, but I think it was a Cutlass. But yeah, I think his was like a dark gold. Then it got shot up and he painted it brown. I want to tell that story one day too. Somebody said it was a helicopter and a Porsche. Not when he told me the story. And if you look in the comments, Adamu said that he told him and a Broadway the same story. So, maybe change it up if you ever heard the story, Joey. Baby face, getting love from the women up in here. I'm getting a little bit jealous. Cousin Kerry said I was his little homie because I became a 60 after him for the age. Yeah, I've seen homies do other homies like that. You know, Cousin's a character though. Ain't he, CJ? He definitely keep you laughing, whether you laughing at him or you laughing with him. Right? The homie though, he showed me a few things, man. He's a homie though. Shout out to homie Lil Petey White. That story was epic. Lil Petey White could not stand the homie. So you always got to be careful. And this is a lesson for y'all youngsters that's coming up now. If you're in your 20s or 30s now, even if you're like 18 or 19 and you got some young homies coming up, right? You have to be careful. Some dudes are gonna live long enough. They might outlive you, and it's gonna become a time. Like, have you ever raised a dog who had a dog? The dog just owns the little dog, right? He owns him. He plays with him and all that. The little dog grows up. Remember I told you a story about the little duck that grew up, and then them dogs took him down. Like, you done got too big, they took him down. The youngsters grow up and they remember when you treated them bad. Happened to be a situation where it was two guys. It was actually three. But I didn't have that animosity. I remember I met him over a crap game. And he was trying to make me shoot dice against him. And he was trying to take my money. Yeah, I ain't gonna say trying, but he made statements about taking my money, but he nothing ever happened, and he embraced me. He seen my get down, and like I said, we ended up in Wayside and Biscaloo and then county jail together. Yeah. But I'm gonna get away from them. I'm gonna tell a couple stories. I'm gonna tell this pigeon story over in Fruittown Hood. Well, I guess you could say we were slipping. I guess. I'm gonna tell this one where I met the dude from Fire Tray over there back in 1979. So I'm gonna go back to the 70s on y'all, and then I'm gonna go to Compton on y'all. Since a lot of people always ask me about Compton and pigeons, that'll be two birds with one stone. Excuse the expression. Well, that's what he was saying. He was saying that, but man, I think every hood got that one homie. Like I know, I heard a story about a dude from Do Rock. I heard a story about a dude from Trey 57, A Trey Gangster. You got them dudes, man, that aren't people persons, right? And it's always some people that don't like somebody from your hood, right? So they be waiting for that day, waiting to turn on the homie, right? And I'm not saying a big homie, just any homie. Just stay with the Yankees. That's cool. That's what I thought, but you guys made it seem like he was going to get away. I was like, damn, because I know the Yankees wanted him and he wanted to stay with the Yankees. Kev, your shampoo story is funny as hell. Oh, you mean my shampoo story? You got to remind me, the shampoo story? Lady A, what up? Easter deal, homie. And the bigger the set, the greater the possibility for internal rivalries. I thought you was going to say the bigger the set, the bigger the cap, the bigger the pillar. Ice Cube. Bishop, do you have a story of Fat Rat from Fathers Who? Man, that's crazy you asked me about Fat Rat from Fathers Who. Somebody I spoke to today asked me if I had a Fat Rat from Fathers Who story. But no, I don't. I don't have one. I never ran across him, but I knew a little bit of him. I thought he was coming west. He from out here. Man. Kenneth Johnson, what shampoo story, homie? Talk to me. Cleveland here. What up? Man, Cleveland beat the Lakers. Man, I'm mad at Cleveland. That boy went off. What's the guard's name? He's my man. I used to like him some years back. I don't really watch him no more. He went off though. Big fat rat or little fat rat? I don't know which one he's asking about, but I think I'm talking about Big Fat Rat. Yeah, Big Fat Rat's the one I heard about. And used to see name hit up on the wall. The girl porn. Damn, when did I tell that story? I don't remember telling that story. Damn, Kenneth, that must be old, or I tell y'all, my memory is not so great. I didn't know I told that story in public, though. That's a true story. I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't remember telling that story, though. That's crazy. He said everybody beat the Lakers. Lakers have won 8 out of 10, bro. 8 teams lost to them in the last 10 games, but now it's 8 out of 12. You know your boy AD didn't play, so that had a lot to do with it. Chill, Loxa. You are a Clippers fan. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what that side ass comment was, right? Petey Wack and Roscoe could have been facing murder. Kev, if Kerry had died, would you have been implicated in the charges? I'm pretty sure, but that was a crazy situation, man. No, I'm not going to tell the shampoo story because I don't know what angle to tell it. Just a broad from Compton was in my spot. I had a wooden floor, shined up, shellacked, shining. She poured shampoo on the store, and I run up out the room, slipping and sliding and falling. She knew what she was doing. I didn't know what she was doing. But yeah. Crystal Brain. Oh, it was baby oil. Either way, it was funny as hell. Yeah, it wasn't. Why did I say shampoo? Because you said shampoo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was baby oil. But she got me good on that one. Ohio State going to get demolished. They playing Michigan again. Frank, stop. No, they not national championship. Kev, you holler at Roach. Um, no, no. I never like. I never really hung out with Roach. Never really talked to Roach like that. Way back, man. Way back. Me and Roach had a good conversation. Roach was still carrying around paperwork for a death penalty case. Way back then. Leon, good looking out. Kiera Coleman. Shit, every dollar make me holler. You know what I'm saying? You know my story. A bunch of ones is better than a bunch of nuns, baby. Good looking out. Mike Mark said smash that like button, y'all. Michigan about to get socked up. That's what they not. I thought that last time. Not no more. Michigan about to wear them boys up. Tools and fuses, tools and fuses, that's what you choose. But like I say, a bunch of ones is better than a bunch of nuns. How did you become cool with cutes? We talked about that on one of these lives. I really don't remember. I think I seen cutes on Facebook and I reached out to cutes. Me and Cutes had a lot of the same friends. Cutes used to be on my block when I was too young to know what was going on. And so he was friends with some of my big homies that I grew up looking up to, right? And he ran with Squally D, awesome, one of our pioneers in the back part of the hood, who happened to be my brother's best friend. I mean, Squally's brother and my brother was best friends, and that's how I get into Squally Nim's house. Because when my brother went out, I would go out with him. And then when my brother went to the east side, I would still go over to the house. So I knew of Cutes. I knew a lot about Cutes. And I was cool. I was real cool with Cute's cousin, Blue. Blue is a Madison, Chucky Madison's brother. Blue is one of my big homies that stayed on my side of Slauson, but he was closer to the V&Gs. He was closer to Crenshaw High. But right down 54th. And so I would hang out with him sometime. So I knew all about Cutes. So when I seen him on Facebook, I believe that's how we met. I reached out to him on Facebook. And he gave me his number. We talked. He was real short, not in stature, but in his conversations. And reluctant to speak. And the more he spoke to me, the more he opened up. No disrespect, but at first I thought Cutes was white. I mean, they say the same thing about me, so it's all good. Ohio, Georgia's going to really tear up Ohio. Ohio don't stand a chance against Georgia. You see, I haven't been keeping up with my sports lately, right? What you think about Tennessee versus Clemson game coming up? I don't know, man, because Tennessee was looking really great until the end. Clemson got some good defense. I think Clemson's probably a little bit overrated. So I will go with Tennessee on that. Big Devil, what up, homie? I know you loving them Niners right about now, right? Hardball teams lose in big moments. Yeah, I've been saying that for years, and I've been right for years. Sometimes things change. Directions change. It might be time for Harbaugh to put an end to that losing. Mac, your decisions to start giving us more KMV stories was great. Yeah, I think I was telling Baby Crazo that I never, even with all the vision I got and the things that I figured I could incorporate, never thought I would just concentrate on stories. Like, I thought I would always keep my stories far and in between, but I just see a lane for it, especially when cartoon came along. and it's working out. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Niners been playing big money these last 5 games. So what you saying? We need to go back 5 weeks when I said the Niners was about to start winning and go on one? That 5 weeks went fast if it's been 5 weeks. Because remember, I made the statement after a loss. Vols lost their quarterback and are working with, oh, well, it's over. All right, back to Clemson. Clemson wins. Joey says Vols D is elite. Well, the offense is in trouble. I got fam on Mullen. That's what's up. Hey, Kev, why do a lot of OGs have not in their name? Have a rat? Well, it's a when you come with gang names like from the older homies, the OG homies. I guess it still applies to the youngsters now, but there's eras where you go through things. You got your Stones, you got your Rats, you got your Bones, you got your Dogs. So it's like a era thing, a generation thing, and like now you, at least in our neck of the woods, you got the Lokes. In here the Loke, Roscoe the Loke. You know what I'm saying? 80 the Loke. You throw the Lokes on there, right? Babyface used to give me extra pastrami on my chili cheese fries. Hey, Kev, I was close to a lot of 5-6 syndicate. I worked at Slauson and Western. Did you know Rip? When Rip was over there? What about when Rip used to hang over there? What about Ice-T? Did you see Ice over there? No, Ice is only like 3 years under you. Who else? Like you was in there with Roscoe. Did you know Roscoe had a cousin from 5-6? Roscoe had a cousin from 5-6, or two cousins, actually. Free my Loke baby rat bomb from 11-8 East Coast Block Crib. What up, Kev? You hear about the Padres signing Verlander? Yeah, I did. Good move. They gave him what, 40 million a year? 200 something million, something like that. Nah, it wasn't Speedy. Dog. I think you can stop a certain amount of violence, powerful brother. You like a big brother that I don't know. I don't know if I could stop any violence other than two of my own homies or two dudes in my presence, right? Eddie Robinson, okay, all right. It would be nice, but who am I to preach to the youngsters, man? They gonna do what they do. I could just give them some good advice. So you guys never told me. I was talking to Baby Crazo, and I mentioned people dying off, man. We only gonna see 71 or 72 if you're lucky. And Crazo reminded me that the Bible says you're only gonna have 70 good years. If you're strong, you'll live to see 80. Y'all never told me about that Bible verse, man. I don't know if I ever heard it or I just didn't remember it, right? But I looked it up, and yeah, 70 years, good. And the Bible says, I think it's in Psalms, that most of those years are going to be turbulent. They're going to be tough years. You're going to have to overcome some things in 70 years. Damn right. Damn right. You don't have to believe in the Bible, but it's damn sure a history book, right? It give you a blueprint if you pay attention to it. Kev, can you talk about why I never see Cowboy on your channel and he's named after you? Well, I mean, I don't think you've seen Nipsey on here. I don't think you've seen Baby Kev Mac or Tiny Kev Mac or Infant Kev Mac on here. I don't know what that got to do with anything. But he's been on this channel in the Nipsey, the tribute to Nipsey. So I don't know why you single him out or use namesakes as an example. Like, what did that have to do with anything? My mom's made it to 77. I mean, yeah, some people make it to 80 and 90, maybe 100. So that means they're strong. If you make it to 80, you'll make it to 80 if you're strong. That's the expectancy. I can't expect you to change people, but you drop seeds. Good looking out, man. My mom's made it to 77. Congrats, G-Rock. You better enjoy them last years, bro. Munchie B, I want a lunatic Frank story. Is that B Munchie B? Inglewood family Munchie B? A lunatic Frank story. I ain't got no lunatic Frank stories, man. Just stories that I heard. I think Keystone came on. I have Keystone. I wasn't there, but lunatic Frank supposedly was bullying one of the homies. And the homie bust on lunatic Frank. Lunatic Frank was supposedly high off PCP and was throwing up his forearms, man, blocking the bullets. They said lunatic Frank went to the hospital and came right back on and had dudes spooked. Lunatic Frank, my aunt in Morocco is 92. European, man, come on, man, get out of here with that shit, man. Just go away, bro. You guys are like pests. The boxing ref Mill Lanes lived to be 85. You sure that was 85? Mills was 85? How old was Mill Lanes when he died?
I found this on the web.
It don't even say. I didn't know he made it to 85. That's cool. My great father made it to 105. My grandmother was his fourth wife. She was 20 years younger. All right. You might be right, Babyface Lokes. I'm just saying, I didn't know, bro. That's all. Let me see if I could get Keystone to come tell that story real quick. No, you know what? I think I'm mixing up Lunatic Frank with Moncrief. I might have had that all wrong. I'm thinking that might have been Moncrief that did that.
Hey, what up, bro?
Stone, what you doing?
I just kicked back, laying back.
Oh, you in bed?
Yeah, what's cracking?
Oh, I didn't realize it was so late. I was going to ask you about that story. Who was that, Moncrief or Lunatic Frank that was blocking the bullets that time?
That was Moncrief.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Lunatic Frank was the one who was shooting me.
Oh, so I was close. All right.
Yeah, you had both of them right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good looking. If you wasn't asleep, I would have asked you to come on. I didn't know it was so late.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I just got to bed, took my clothes off.
All right, it's all good. It's all good.
Look, but look, you know the story though, right?
I remember.
Moncrief was taking that watch from Frank.
Yeah. I didn't know it was Frank though that was getting his stuff took. But all right, one day when you ain't doing that, I'm gonna have you come on.
Okay.
All right, bro. All right.
Okay.
Later. All right. So Stone's gonna give you the version because he was there. So Moncrief jacked Lunatic Frank, and Lunatic Frank bust on Moncrief, and Moncrief was the one blocking the bullets. And I think they all had smoked some Sherm that day. But Stone to give it to you raw, up close and personal. My great-great-grandpa Noah made it to 900. Oh, that's great, man. 900 days, 900 weeks, 900 months. I took him to show and tell in elementary when he turned 101. All right, let's go. He looked 85 when he refereed Tyson and Holyfield. That show is cold, man. Mill Lanes was one of the greats. Crystal Brame says, salute to the new subscribers and membership members. Man, that's 185 years old. All right, bro. Can you show us a picture of him on his 185th birthday? Like, shame on y'all if y'all didn't take pictures of that old man. OG Steve Allerton in the house, the platform and the chat. All right. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, that crack 2000, wet. We'll have you with the funny story or deadly one. Did you know OG Turtle? Just a pretty cool documentary on. No, I didn't know Turtle. No, I never met Turtle, man. Kev, have you been to Grits out there in Vegas? Tell me what Grits is. You know I can't remember shit. You gotta tell me what Grits is. I remember seeing that name, but I don't know what that is. Need TPK back with the Angel Dust stories. Be giving me rolling. Moderator of the year. These new baseball contracts being given out are crazy. Oh, contracts. Yeah, the contracts are crazy. But you know, as a kid, before the money got huge, we always said baseball was where the money was at. Because not only did they give out big contracts, they gave out you can play longer. You could play 20 years in baseball. You could play at least 18 and you can stretch it to 22 years in baseball. Kev is Kiki. Yeah, Kiki's still around. I haven't seen Kiki in probably 2 years, maybe, but he pops up on my Instagram every blue moon. Yeah. I've been watching story times back to back. They gotta make it into a Netflix series. Tell me what grits is. Oh, soul food. No, I haven't. Nope. I didn't eat no soul food or grits. I'm gonna have to check them out though. Devin Knox, what up? Don't baseball play the most games out of yeah. So if you're making the point that they should make more money, you're right. Yeah, they play more. They used to play 156, then they went to 162. And yeah, if you're a DH, boy, you really could stretch your career out. This fool say Saturday mornings watching Soul Train and eating grits. Good way to find yourself in a fight in the county jail or a prison, right? You want to watch Soul Train, and the essays want to watch soccer or Telemundo. I see Buck had got a hold of some bad drugs again. I don't know where Huckabuck is. I'm pretty sure he's probably still around, but I don't know. It's been a while since I seen Huckabuck. I never seen Alibaba fight, so that would be why I wouldn't mention him. Other homies, I don't know. But Munchie, this is what I try to tell my audience, man. And I think Keystone said the same thing. There were so many fighters from 60s, like you can't name them all. That's just something the 60s did back in the day. You got to remember, Munchie, even coming from a rival, the 60s fought everywhere, man. We fought at all the events throughout Los Angeles County, from all the skating rings to the palladiums, the amphitheaters. So that was just something the 60s did, man. It's a lot of squabblers from 60s, a lot. And that's probably why. I think Kev will hit the early 90s. Never. Ain't no possible way I'm gonna live to see 90 on him. Kev, were you there at King Beach concert with Big U? At the King Beach concert with Big U. The King Beach concert. Nah. Jerry Allen, there you go, man. I thought you would have been up in here earlier, man. What's good, Loco? I really cannot understand the San Diego Padres. I know their main objective is to beat the Dodgers. Yeah, sound like you getting a little worried on me. The Padres will still be the Padres. No, they doing some smart things, man. The Padres are spending a lot of money. They'll probably go bankrupt in a few years, but they're spending a lot of money to put a great team together. They're trying to get the San Diego fans to come out and show support. Key word is trying. They're putting a great team together, and they're going to be very competitive. They probably will make it to the World Series soon. But like you said, they building up to go against the Dodgers. So they're going to have to contend with the Dodgers first and foremost. They'll probably have to contend with the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets as well. So I feel you. It's almost crazy that they're spending all this money when there's still other good franchises out there. You would think they would hold off a few more years, but I don't know. How old is the owner? The owner might be dying in a few years. Or the owner might have just forgot how to save money. He's blowing all his money. But we're going to keep baseball in California, that's for sure. As long as you got the Dodgers, Giants, Angels, Padres, Oakland A's might leave. Baseball's going to still be live in California. Kid, did you go to Magic Mountain in 85 when SD Schools was up there? Had to be at least 2,000 Crips rolled up in there. Press everything and everybody. I wasn't there in 85 with the homies. No, I wasn't there. I've heard a lot about it. And if y'all went like during grad night, yeah, it was going to be a lot of people up in there. All right, homie, I saw what they did last year, but the Padres will be the Padres. That's what I'm saying. They'll put together a good season and have good players, but I think it stops when it's time for the big game, right? That 63rd and Crenshaw crew, Guppy, I know Fish, rest in peace, Squally, because so many good homies gone. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Appreciate it, Jerry Allen. Appreciate it. Petco about to be turned up. Y'all don't even go to y'all game. Y'all don't even sell out your small ass stadium. I had to throw small in there because I picture cutes. Your small ass stadium. Kev, talk about Fontana 60s and Hoover Takeover. Bro, you lost me. Why don't you tell me about the Fontana 60s and the Hoover Takeover? Them are two good stories that I don't know nothing about. So if you want to enlighten us and share those stories, feel free. I like to hear it. Will the 49ers backup quarterback take them to the Super Bowl? I think any quarterback should be able to take the 49ers to the Super Bowl right now. But so, like I said last live, I've been forgetting about the Vikings. So, got to beat the Vikings, which I think they got a decent chance. Got to beat the Eagles, which I think they can beat the Eagles kind of easily. My thing is, Do you get this good game out of the Eagles or a regular Eagle game? Because I think the regular Eagles aren't really that great, but I think on a good day, the Eagles can't be beat. So it's going to be nice. I think the 49ers are going to bring it every night, though. I don't think the 49ers are going to have no bad nights from here on out. One day, Kev will get on the court and show us that crossover. Man, he said Vikings are trash. All right, if that's what you say. Me and Peanut was talking about the basketball court this morning. We was laughing. I can't play no basketball. He might be able to go out there and score a couple baskets. I'm going to go out there and I'm not going to do shit. Probably be like AD. I'll be grabbing my back, my kidneys, my stomach. Dre, good looking out, Dre. Scrooge, what up? I was there 88 to 91. Oh, all right. Somebody said 10-2 can't be trash. Oh, now we're going to talk about what the Jets should have did, right? Man, if you don't stop. I don't know. We've been getting that Samoan question a lot lately, man. I don't know of any Samoans from 60s. That don't mean there isn't none and never been none. I don't remember any Samoans from 60s. I kind of like this quote right here, man. Jets will always be the Jets. Lost cause. Reminds me of the Cubs. But even the Cubs got a World Series win. Drew Bledsoe was good back in the old days. Yeah, he was. Do you think that Seahawks will displace the 49ers? Hell no. Seahawks don't have no defense, man. And you still got that gambling ass coach, Pete Carroll. Do you think, yeah. Defense and run games travel. Eagles have both. Absolutely, they damn sure got their defense, but so do the 49ers. And then you know what I always say about black quarterbacks. So does Hurts do his thing or not, is the question. Niners might come out the NFC. Yeah, they might. NFC Championship would be Eagles versus Cowboys. You think so? Same division championship? Jets got a good defense. Jets do got a good defense. They still the Jets, though. They had good defense with Mark Gastineau and Ronnie Lott and all them guys. I don't think they really went nowhere, did they? Talk about them Raiders? What you want to talk about, man? Eagles just fell out the sky this year. Kind of. I'm actually surprised. A little surprised. Not very surprised. I'm a little surprised how well the Cowboys are doing. Cowboys put together a good season. I think this is what Cowboy fans have been looking for years. They got a good season going on now. Cowboys on any given week could probably smash a lot of people. I want to see a good Cowboy 49er playoff game. That's what I want to see. I don't know about the Raiders quarterback crying, so I ain't got shit to do with that. Jerry says, stop, Kev, stop. Our push-up game. Damn. Y'all see the end of that Warriors-Utah game. No, what happened? Don't tell me Steph Curry hit a three. Y'all going in on the Cowboys, huh? Cowboys defense is all right. What are the Cowboys defense? Number 3 in the league or something like that? I need my Steelers to get right. Man, if you don't get out of here with that one, you could have just left that comment off the board. Uncle Buck, what's up with you though, man? You got some jokes for us tonight? Oh boy, last night that looked like bad news. He said he'd tear you up, Uncle Buck. He said he'll rip your new asshole. So what's up? You got some jokes? You want to come on live, Buck? You want to kill my numbers off real quick? Don't go down the Raider rabbit hole. Don't go down the Raider rabbit hole. I thought you was talking about the Cowboys, Jerry. Jerry Jones, Jerry Allen. Who do you take? Jerry Allen, nigga. Big C or little C? The big ADCC. Eating my crumb donuts, watching Kev Mac. I heard that. Let me see what I'm going with tonight. I went with like a cheesecake bread sandwich. Like, what the hell was that? How you make a cheesecake bread sandwich? It was good, but it didn't taste like cheesecake. So if I'm sick in the morning, y'all know what it was. It was that knockoff cheesecake I ate. Kev, did you know OG Lil Bop? No, I didn't know OG Lil Bop. Heard a lot about him. Josh Jacobs is my kid's cousin. That's what's up, homie. Kev, how big Scatterbrain passed? Scatterbrain got killed in the hood on Bryanhurst. And a homie was convicted. And it was all over a female and Scatterbrain punking that dude. And it just went bad one night. And my brother got shot with that. My brother and Scatterbrain was together. My brother got shot in his back with a carbine or AK-47. I think an AK-47. And the bullet lodged up against his heart, man. Try ice cream cheesecake. I'm sure that's probably good. Do you function with Conrad from Avs? Nah. He cool though, but nah. Do you North Toasters, J. Jacobs, Kev want a honey bun? Nah, I ain't been eating no honey buns. I'm cool on the honey buns right now. Was Dorsey a Damo school in the 80s? Yeah, Dorsey always been a Damo school, but you always had Crips go there. The Gear Gangs, the Harlems. Who else? You had a couple 60s that went there. I don't know if they was undercover when they went there or not, but yeah. Yeah, Poppy. Yeah, Poppy. What's the oldest black gang on the east side of South Central? The oldest black gang. I don't know, man. The oldest black gang on the east side of South Central. Oh, yeah, West Boulevards. Yeah. No, Hamilton was a Playboy gangster school. That Kev true story with Cousin Carrie was crazy. Lil P Wax still alive. If you go back and look at the county jail, the cell extraction story, it tell you about what Lil Petey Wack is today. It was 6 of us. I was the baby of the family, bro. You know any of the 4, 5, 6s? Nah, ran across a couple 4, 5, 6s in prison. One of them was a shadow boxer. If he's watching this right now, he probably want to fight me. He was a shadow boxer, always boxing. Man, he looked like Devontae Davis. I'm not even going to say what they called him, and they had a little punching bag, and he would go punch on that bag like Floyd Mayweather. Why he get in a fight one time and he couldn't fight a lick? Kev, did you catch the cartoon story tonight? No, I didn't catch the cartoon story. There was a lot going on YouTube tonight from what I hear. What was the story about tonight? Misha G, what's up, girl? You caught alive, huh? You up late? Did a rival ever get thrown in a cell with one of the homies, Kev, on purpose or accident? Not that I know of. I'm sure it's probably happened, but no. But a rival got thrown in a court tank with us. All bad. I don't even think I could tell that story on YouTube. And guess who it was? I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. I want to see some guesses. Guess who it was from my hood that beat the dog dookie out of the dude? Come on, let's see some guesses. Yeah, I went to Palisades and Crenshaw, yeah. Bingo, Asiatic Supreme, bingo. Asiatic Supreme. Shook. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Roscoe. Boy, that's a cold story. I guess I could tell it and not give the identity of the other person, right? But it was cold. I don't even want to tell no stories like that. It was bad. It was real bad. Real, real bad. Man. You talk about stories that are lies or make believe. That story you think was make believe. Like I'm telling y'all, man, not to pump Roscoe up, but you really had to know Roscoe to know his strength and how he got out. You had to know this dude. Like I think we all got that one homie where he just has super strength, man. Cold, cold, cold. Do a World on Wheels story. I will get to him. You know the thing about these stories, man. There's so many, so many. I mean, can't get to them all. I can't tell no more than one story a day, so it'll take a while. Michael Day, good looking out, man. Well, when you say hands, we were adults, but when we were kids, I knew Roscoe had a cold wrestle. Roscoe put a big guy in a full Nelson real quick. Roscoe, I guess he was a wrestling fan. Roscoe could wrestle. Roscoe was a little itty bitty dude though, way shorter than everybody his age. But he had heart. He had a big ass heart. And even when he was small, he had a little bit of strength on him because he used to wrestle big guys. So Roscoe is already seasoned in his wrestling. I don't know about fighting though. Like Roscoe was so big and it seemed like his hands, he just didn't seem like a boxer. But when we got older and I seen him squabble a few times, like Roscoe got a cold squabble too. I told you I'm gonna give a final Roscoe story at some point, and that'll just answer all the questions that I'm willing to answer about Roscoe. Yeah, I met Roscoe when we was 10 years old on the east side. Roscoe was on the east side. At what age did you know Roscoe had hands? Roscoe out putting in a Cobra clutch. Honestly, with how much you gamble, do you think sports are rigged? Of course, I've been saying forever that sports are rigged. A few of my homies say if it's rigged, why do you bet on it? Then my homie, one shot says, you just got to be on the right side of the fix. That's all. It's only two sides to a game. Well, then again, it could end in a tie, though, unless you got a point spread. So you just got to be on the right side of the fix. Who do they want to win? Right? But yeah, sports are rigged, and there's so many different ways to rig a game. I don't even see Buck's comments. What is Buck saying? Because I don't see Buck at all in the comment section. Scrooge, good looking out. Good looking out, Scrooge. And there go a Buck comment. As long as it wasn't. Yeah, Buck is a weirdo sometimes, man. I saw some hogs wrestling 4,800. Someone on YouTube said homies from Compton didn't horseplay. That's BS. Man, there's so much misinformation. It's crazy. You know what I mean? No, I didn't see the Tim Donahue documentary, but I knew Tim Donahue. Look in my book, bro. I knew Tim Donahue was on some BS. I called the homie S-Mac and told him Donahue was on some BS. And then it came out. And I called him. I said, see, I told you, man. I told you. Yeah, Donahue, man, you can't blame the referees, though, bro. And this is why I say you can't blame the referees. You get a referee to referee millionaires. You got a average guy, probably, I don't know what does it, how much does an NBA referee make per year?
Here's an answer from CareerTrend.com.
Well, they make $250,000 now. They didn't make $250,000 back then. So $250,000 is a little bit better, but still, you got somebody making $250,000 controlling. He's refereeing a game, actually controlling a game with dudes making $40 million a year, $50 million a year. You don't think at some point this referee is gonna feel like he's not being respected by the players and whoever signed his check? You don't feel like this NBA referee is not gonna feel like, hey, I could throw a game and get $1 million. That's 4 years worth of work. I could throw a game and get 4 years worth of pay. You don't think there's more referees like Donahue out there? You feel me? And it's so many ways to fix a game and so many different people that could fix a game. And, the funny part is if the referee has a heart like Donahue, you're not going to taint who wins and who loses. You're just going to make the game go over or under. Of course, it's easier to make a game go over than it is under. So if he taints the game to get more scoring, it may not necessarily reflect the side, especially if it's a blowout, right? But yeah, man, that's just gonna happen a lot, man. How much does a college football referee make?
Here's an answer from reference.com. On average, college football referees get paid $3,000 per game. The exact salary differs based on the division, conference, and type of game, such as a conference championship or bowl game.
Now, if I'm a college referee and you paying me 3 racks a game, 3 racks a game, are you kidding me? You give me 3 racks a game to referee a college football game, and you know how many hundreds of millions are being bet on these games. You know how much money these colleges and conferences are making, and you're going to give us $3 million each to referee your game? Man, are you kidding me? I'm calling fumble anytime somebody pick it up, scoop it up, and run in the end zone. I don't care if he threw the ball 50 yards downfield and the ball hit the ground incomplete. Fumble! Pick the ball up and run that shit back. 3 racks sound good? Think of it like this. If you play 12 or 13 college football games, that's 12 or 13 weeks. You do have to travel to go to these games. So you're away from your wife and your kids, right? I don't know, man. I think y'all thinking too small. If you think small, you're gonna go small. I think you have to think bigger. 36,000, they get 36,000 a year. That's poverty level, man. That's hard to live on 36,000, bro, for real. Yeah, that is part-time. And then y'all didn't even let me finish. So okay, 3,000 is cool for y'all. 36,000 a year is cool for y'all. Only takes a couple days out the week for 12 weeks, right? 13 weeks. But look at it like this as I finish my story. So I can fix a game. You can pay me 20 to 25 racks to fix a game. And now I can make 60 racks a year. Just one game I could fix. You know what I'm saying? So I could call holding on every play or don't call no holdings at all to make the game go over or under. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if the boxing referees cheat. I don't even know if they can cheat. I guess a low blow or something. But the scores in boxing, come on, man. We know they cheat. How much they get paid? We know damn well they around gamblers. That's who go to boxing matches. That's who they always talk about, underdog and favorites. You know damn well they cheat. Come on, man. You could buy the score, right? Hell, I know Pop Warner refs fixing games. They have told me money talks. What? Pop Warner cheating for money? Now that's just too bad. That's horrible right there. That is terrible. But remember, when I told you guys we had a baseball league in Aliso Village, and the essays, the Hispanics was cheating. Their referees were Hispanic referees cheating for Hispanic teams. I don't know. I doubt if they were getting paid. Maybe they got a case of beer or something. I think we was paying. I think if everybody chipped in like $5, $6, it was about 13 of us. They made about $75 each from each team. So I don't know what the essays could have paid, but yeah, they were cheating in softball in our softball league back then. So I could see it, but that's horrible to do that to some little kids like that. Yeah, that one judge with the outrageous score, he for sure want to show that he deserves the money for maybe not cheating, but stretching it a little bit. No, I don't have no old 5.0 Mustangs no more, man. I done lost everything, man. There's a story, and I guess you could look at it in the Bible. If you love things, man, if you just love things, you put everything before God. I know y'all don't believe in God. You put everything before the Lord and you cherish these things, you will surely lose them. I feel like I fall in that category. Everything I loved, I lost. Everything. House, relationships, living in the house with my kids, my cars, my jewelry, my money, my animals, everything except my life. And it's probably because I didn't love my life enough. But yeah, man, for real talk. Lady P, Lady P. Lady P, do you remember what tribe I'm from? Do you remember the tribe that I belong to from Oklahoma? Oh, you just now speaking to Southside, bro? Southside was one of the first ones up in here. They said Richard Steele is the worst ref ever. Stop Mildred Taylor versus Julio Cesar Chavez and ruined Taylor's life. That's funny. I don't know. I don't think it's Choctaw. No, it ain't Choctaw. Why, you Choctaw? Denise Spotted Horse. Clever name. No doubt you're Indian. Muskogee Creek. I don't think it was Muskogee Creek, was it? I don't even remember. You know that's bad. Oh, Asiatic Supreme said Muskogee Creek too. I don't think it was. It was something creek for sure. I don't even know how to spell that, Denise. But I don't think it was Muskogee Creek. It was something else. Damn, I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to look up. My DNA to find out who that was. I mean, what we was. I can't tell you more because I don't know shit about it. I just found this out a couple years ago, or a year ago, year and a half ago, maybe. Like, share, and subscribe to KMV. Oh yeah, I gotta get into them Crip Creek K. 2 C's, that would be Compton, man. And then we can't put a K behind the 2 C's. So Crip Creek Cam, no, that one won't work right there. Jack Rose, horrible boxing ref. Creek and Choctaw, was it Choctaw? I don't think it was Choctaw. I don't remember, man. I don't know how I could look it up though to figure it out. No, the DNA don't tell us what tribe, but on my great grandfather's birth certificate, it says what tribe. The tribe was on somebody's birth certificate. Or the land given. Some Cherokee, was it Cherokee? I don't think it was Cherokee's too simple to remember. It wasn't Cherokee. It was something. Whatever, man. Let me see if the homie remembers. He probably sleep. I was asking because I thought Lady P would remember. That's why I asked. Salute Mac Kids, man. Good looking out, Black Warrior Spirit. Oh, Western Ave, you Cherokee? Oh, all right. You Cherokee now. I don't know nothing about no BIA, Bureau of Indian Affairs. But I do know we found out not too long ago. My cousin had told me this when I was young, and my grandmother went off on her and said that our great grandmother was an old white lady. I believe grandma. Grandma never lied to us that we knew of, and grandma was a smart woman that cared about her family. So I believe grandma. But after the homie did my DNA and we looked up some of the birth certificates, I called my cousin. I was like, you knew he was Indian? She's like, yeah. I'm like, why you let grandma talk to you like that? Like, I didn't know. I'm like, did you get to meet any Indians in the family? She said, yeah, because some of the ones that was black were Indian, black Indians. And I'm like, I didn't know that. People always say I look mixed, so I got something else up in me, right? I didn't know it was no damn Indian, right? Yeah, we won eighth because Pops, I think Pops' mom's was 50% and Dad was 100%. Or vice versa. Dad might have been 50 and Grandma might have been 100. So yeah, we gotta be 1/8. It might have been Chickasaw, but I don't think it was Chickasaw. I don't know. It's just crazy that I would forget, but I'm telling y'all, my short-term memory is garbage. Indian is a state of mind independent from colonies. Well, it's a great state of mind. I really don't care one way or the other. It's just about knowing your roots, right? Big Lee, you getting through it, man. We done over an hour. I'm not tripping off none of that, really, though, for real. I just thought Lady P would remember. Misha G. They claim us till we try to get a piece of that casino. That's hilarious. A lot of people that came from the South seem to have some type of Native American mix. My family's here in North Carolina and Maharan tribe. Whose banner is that behind you? You already know it's the Lake Show, man. That's Kobe Bryant, huh? But we definitely got it in us. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's in the birth certificates, man. When we talked, it was the same I am. I have family with the same last name, and they are. Why would I not remember Muskogee, though? I remember the Creek Nation. Is that what they called it? So, okay, maybe it was Muskogee. I don't remember that name, though. I don't remember seeing it or hearing it. But I think I remember something about Creek Nation. But I do remember you saying something about the last name. I've done land allotment checks already, bro. We had some land from my grandmother's side, not my grandfather's side. And this is during the time where I was doing real bad and I didn't get to get my paperwork in and submitted. So everybody on my grandmother's side of the family, they got some money. They got a check. I don't know how much they got, but they got a check. And I was supposed to get a check. And my brother was supposed to get a check. I'm not sure if my brother got a check, but I didn't. They said it wasn't nothing big, it wasn't nothing significant, but it was something that was owed to us. And I think I told the story on here though. Some way, somehow, man, it was probably like 80 people on there. So the money had to go to like 80 people, like great grandpops obviously was messing with a lot of women, or a lot of people got in on this scam and got a piece of the land or whatever. And so when it was broken down, it wasn't a whole lot of money. Blacks in California are getting reparations, so they say. If you actually look at that ad that's going around, at least the ones that I've seen, they said they used the word something like suggesting or asking. Suggesting and asking are not the right adjectives that you want to run around saying you're about to get some money from the government. Mind you, that's $500 and something billion. You know what America could do with $500 and something billion other than give it to black folks in California? They do got this thing called budget up in Congress, and then California's budget, right? So I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't believe it. I definitely don't believe that. Okay, then that's it, Lady P. Good looking out. Okay, I got you. Good looking out. Yeah, I thought it was Creek Nation. Okay. Good looking out. Kev Mac, what's good? OG Stockton. What up, Stockton? Stockton, what up? Want me to bust out some Stockton pictures on you, man? How old are you, first of all? There you go. You got to hear words like pass, approved, checks are on the way, things like that. Not suggesting. All right, Denise. All right, Denise. We getting over 200,000. They getting the numbers together, bro. Yeah, they're getting the numbers together. So they're probably not going to get what they're asking for, right? So if you ask for 200 or 220, they'll probably undercut you, right? You probably won't get what you're asking for. Kara, remember I told you we might be related? Yeah, I remember. Everybody on here say we might be related. Let me tell you the type that I don't like. The Sands, good looking up. Big Red, let me tell you something, homie. The dudes that say we might be related, I don't like the ones that send me a message on Instagram and say, hey, Big Kev, you know, we might be related. Send me your number. Let's chop it up. Nope. We might be related, but I'm not sending you my number to chop it up with you. I don't know who the hell you are. Why you can't just email me and tell me who you are, where you from, and why we might be related without talking to me? Because then if you make it sound interesting and believable enough, then I'll just pick up the phone and call you instead of texting and typing. But other than that, nah. Y'all want my number too damn much. What the hell y'all gonna do with my number? I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna say, I talk to Big Kevmac. Or you're gonna say, I talk to Kevmac all the time. Knowing you ain't related to me, fool. Nigga, my daddy don't even know his other kids, nigga. And his man. But I get that a lot though, for real. I get that a lot. And I get one more. I get a lot of people that say they may be related to Tookie or Tookie's kid. So they want Bonnie's phone number. So I always screenshot it and just send it to Bonnie. Like I don't get involved in all that. It's up to Bonnie if Bonnie want to call these people or not. But I'm like, okay, you related to Tookie. Why you wait till Tookie died to find out you was related to Tookie? Why you haven't reached out to Bonnie or Trayvon or his other son in all these years? Like you come to Kermac, like nigga, I'm not Maury Povich, homie. I can't tell you if you are or you are not related to Tookie, homie. Let me hold some, cousin Kev. I heard the hell out of that. I'm not even gonna tell you what you can hold because you might get offended. I told you my mother is right. Man, please. Not long lost KM relative. What this, a family reunion? Man. Speaking of family reunions, Shawan Townsend, are you related to Skip? You and Skip might be related. Y'all better go take a DNA test. Oh, hell to the no. You got me. Of course, but I wouldn't do you like that, though. You seem a little bit sweet. Let us hear a story live about who or what. Like what type of story you want to hear. So what Kev is saying is everybody is cuz. Man, hilarious though, man. What's going on with local and trap star entertainment? Seems like with them boys down there, Charleston White and the rest of them. I don't know, Big Marv. You know better than me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I pay attention to a lot of that stuff, but I spoke to Loco recently, and shit, don't sound like he got no problems with me. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. I have no idea. Have you ever ran into any San Bernardino people in the pit? Yeah. When we first got to reception, San Bernardino piled in with us. I think my second celly was from San Bernardino. He was from East Coast. And yeah, they came up in there pretty thick. Or evenly, I would say. I'm distantly related to OG Salty from Compton. Michael LeBlanc is my sixth cousin, Louisiana Creole connection on my paternal grandmother's side. That's what's up. I remember one time Melly Mel told me, like I was going to show Salty's house and, you know, a video of Salty's house and stuff. And me and Mel out there at the house. And Mel said the family didn't want to show the house because the family still lived in that house. So somebody did a check on that address for me. Man, it's like 6 generations of Mexicans' name on the deed. I'm like, does Salty have Mexican family? Or, like, who's lying? Who is blocking me from covering Salty's house? Right? And then I guess recently Mel did something on Salty. Mel sent me a picture on Salty or something. I don't remember what it was. And I asked Mel about it. And Mel said, oh, man, they ain't tripping. Go ahead. So I told Mel, man, you know how many Mexicans is on the deed to that house? And he laughed. I'm like, oh, I didn't know. So I don't know who was blocking, but it's crazy, man, because I try to respect family wishes. I try not to go too far when I cover things, but I think it would have been nice to show Salty's house from an angle and actually be there. Because you think about it, Salty's house is like a landmark in Compton gang history, right? I mean, because you got a G dude that everybody loved and respected that lived there, and then he got killed right there. And it set off a hell of a, well, the war was already on, but it really kicked the war into another gear. So that's Compton history right there, right? So that's some game for you other YouTubers that might be watching. You might want to go cover that, right? Beat me to the punch. Yeah, Misha. If they wasn't at your grandma's house watching cartoons on Saturday, then they don't count. If you wasn't at church with grandma on Sunday, it don't count. Grandma was always trying to win who got the biggest family on Easter Sunday, right? If you wasn't at grandma's house for Thanksgiving getting that good turkey and that stuffing, remember we used to call it stuffing. They call it dressing now. If you wasn't getting that good turkey with some stuffing and the hog mog and the chitlins, you ain't family. No, you ain't family. Everybody talking about what they will take, man. I ain't mad at y'all. Well, you can live in San Bernardino and be from East Coast. He could have been from Riverside. You know, when you come from LA, Riverside and San Bernardino is the same shit. A friend of mine invited me to his house for Thanksgiving, and I saw mad rush for the stove top stuff. If you wasn't at Sunday night dinner, you wouldn't ish. No, bro, it's a difference. It's stuffing. Oh, it is. And dressing. So they don't make stuffing no more? Is that what you're telling me? Cali boy. Melly Mill said Compton Crips protected Compton Pyrus from getting attacked by outside Crips. Have you ever heard? No, I never heard that. I never heard that. What was they? The Compton Pyru Crips? No, I never heard that though. At least some grandmas used stovetop and soup it up. You know what I miss about grandmothers? Now that we old and shit, we the grandmothers and grandfathers now, right? But what I miss about the old days of the grandparents, they had a remedy for everything. I'm talking about anything and everything wrong with you, they had a remedy for. You didn't have to go to the doctor. They didn't tell you not to go to school on Monday. We taking you to the doctor. They just take you to the bathroom and give you a remedy. And your ass gonna be ready to go to school come Monday. We say dressing down south, they say stuffing on the East Coast. All right. Kenny B, good looking out. Doc Holiday, good looking out, brother. Miami U, we got a Miami U. Kenny B, good looking out, brother. Mac, you a vampire. You look like how you look as a young 60 on Plus. All right. Cod liver oil. Remember what Chris Rock said, Robitussin for everything. You catch any flack from the Blackie video? None. Why? No, I didn't get no flack from the Blackie video at all. I had a granny and another granny and no granddaddies. No, I met my granddaddy once. Punk ass nigga, when I flew to Cincinnati, he called me and said, when you coming, grandson? I said, I'll be there in the morning. He said, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. And I get to Ohio. I get to Cincinnati, Ohio. And I asked my father, where Grandpa at? He said, Grandpa flew to Texas this morning. Grandpa wasn't shit. That nigga didn't even want to see me, man. The nigga gave me $10 once in my life. I got $10 from my grandpa. Only time I met him was when his daughter died. Ain't that crazy? I think it's funny though, but it just shows you how messed up we are as black men, man. That was so messed up. Like, nigga, I finally get to meet your punk ass, and then I'm gonna fly out there to spend 2 weeks with your punk ass, and you leave. Nigga, you could have at least left for $100 or something. You could have paid for my plane ticket or something, nigga. Like, you a cold piece of work. And the nigga died when he turned 80. He died when my father was taking him to the bank to get, what do you call this shit? Power of attorney. Pops is warming up the car, and he's waiting for Grandpops to come downstairs. And he go in there, and Pops is at the bottom of the stairs, dead. Like, I guess Grandpop said, nigga, you know what? I ain't giving you power of shit, nigga. I'm going to just lay here and die, nigga. You ain't getting nothing. Grandpops was a cold piece of work, though, right? Callie Torn, what up? Who you asking, little Lulu? Me? I'm 61. Boo, who is you? Damn, you 61, cuz? Oh, I'm going to leave you alone, cuz you really are a G. I didn't know you was no G like that. Especially since you called Monster Cody the big homie. Monster was your big homie and he was younger than you, girl. Monster raised you and you was older than him. I don't know, Western Al. That sounds a little bit wicked to me. Unless you're lying about your age. Like you lie about your foot size. Kev Mac, what's up? Salute my folks. Super Mac time. What up, homie? I never seen box macaroni till I met Chris. Buck is a funny dude sometimes. I could have swore you called Monster big homie, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. But you an OG for real. You 61. You real G-ish. I didn't know that. I remember getting whoopings with switching from trees. I remember that too. Of course, I wasn't the one getting whooped. Because if you hit me with a switch, I was dipping. I was gone. I wasn't coming back home till you burned that switch. I wasn't for none, man. I was a little, I just couldn't take no ass whoopings. I'm sorry. I always ran away when it was time for ass whooping. I couldn't do it, man. Hey, Kev, can you tell that grandpa story one more time? When I was flying to Ohio to meet Grandpa, and Grandpa asked me when was he gonna see me, and I said in the morning. And I flew to Ohio, and when I got there, I asked my father where was his pops at, and he said he got on a plane and went back to Texas. Oh man, that was some cold shit. The nigga gave me a fresh $10 bill when I met him, and I met him when I was 23 years old. Imagine meeting your grandfather when you're 23 years old. Y'all talking about reparations. And I meet this dude, and he's like, hey, grandson. He said, I got something for you. And he pull out this nice, big, clean wallet. And a nigga pulls out a fresh, crispy $10 bill. I wanted to be disrespectful, but I said, that's grandpa. He don't know no better. He gonna open that wallet up again before he leave. Shit. That nigga didn't open up nothing but some whiskey. Speaking of whiskey, I better go get me some Jack Daniels or something. A switch will definitely get a kid mind right. It'll get me to run away or get me to hide up under the house. I wasn't getting hit with no switch, no belt, no stick, no billy club, no flashlight, no rock. I wasn't getting hit. I don't know J-Bone that was in colors. I don't even know who J-Bone was. You all get down with Big Evil and the Sand in the late 80s. King Paul. Don't trip. My grandmother used to do the same thing, but she was more consistent. At 23, I shouldn't even been taking no money from my grandmother. Right? I remember I won gambling one time, and then I got a job one time, and I took grandma some money. I gave grandma a few $100s. Grandma willingly and openly accepted the money. And then about a week later, I came over and she said, you know, all my kids are mad at me for taking money from you. I'm like, it's all right. Don't worry about it. All the money you gave me over the years. She said, no, they said for me to give this money back to you. I said, no, just hold on to it. I think I bet on the Lakers that night and lost. And I came over the next morning. Hey, Grandma, I'm going to need them hundreds back. I'm going to need some hundreds back, Grandma. Run that back. They was right. You should have never took that money from me. I'm glad you left it up in the closet for me because I need it back. You got whooped with a wooden hairbrush. Man, my sister did more whooping than me than my parents and grandparents. My sister, the one that be on here in the comment section, that's probably rubbernecking right now, she would stick her nails. Man, I probably still got white marks in my wrist. No, I don't. She would hit me right here on my wrist with her fingernails, right? And dig way off into my skin, man. You would see white meat and blood come out of there. Man, I hated my sister doing me like that. I'm gonna have to do her like Cousin Carrie one day. Like my sister bet not go to jail with me, man, in a substation or something. Boy, I'm gonna tear her ass up. Put a bag over her face. Was any BGF in 4800? BGF, Black Gorilla Family. You know what? There may have been some Crips that was BGF. I don't know. Yeah, I've heard of a couple. Yeah. But they wasn't in there claiming BGF, though. They were in there claiming Crip or CCO. But yeah, they were BGF. Yeah, that's white meat cuts deep, but not too deep. Man, I used to hate her doing me like that, man. I wonder if she would deny that right now. I ain't lying. No, I ain't making that shit. Like, you don't forget them scars. They stayed a long time. I'm surprised they're gone right now. I got a scar on my finger. I knocked somebody's tooth out long, long time ago. And that scar's still on my finger. My parents didn't let siblings whoop each other. She didn't whoop me. She stuck her nails in me. And my mother was too busy doing other things to worry about what we was doing, right? East Coast 8-9 J Bone. We defy we defy fault though. If she did, Kev, you probably needed it. I don't think I needed it, but maybe I did. She used to get mad because my mother made the girls wash dishes and clean the kitchen. You don't think women should wash dishes and clean the kitchen when they young? Like, them are your chores. You give kids chores. You give women female chores. You give men male chores. Like, I ain't never seen my sister and them out there cutting the grass. I ain't never seen them out there pushing the lawnmower with no engine. Remember them kind of lawnmowers? Remember the cheap lawnmower? That when they get rusty, it was so hard to cut the grass and you have to go buy a new one. Like, we didn't complain that they didn't clean up the backyard, right? We didn't complain that they didn't have to pick up dog shit. But they used to complain. The boys don't have to do nothing. We got to do everything. If you don't get your ass up in that kitchen and clean up, fool, we want some dinner. We want to eat in a clean kitchen. I don't even think we ate in the kitchen as a family. At my grandma's, we did. We weren't that organized or that strict in our house when I was coming up. Remember, I'm the baby, so they might have went through some shit that I didn't go through. Hell yeah, girls, go clean that kitchen and we take out the trash. And that was an issue too, because we would always forget to take out the trash. And my mother could never understand that. Even as a grown adult, she would yell, "You know the trash comes every Wednesday." Somehow I just always forgot the trash was coming on. I could never set the damn trash out until Baby Bone left a fofo with me. And I put the fofo in the trash can just in case the police come. And Baby Bone called me one night and said, "Hey, you still got my fofo?" "Yeah, I still got it. I'm going to leave it in the trash can for you." And Baby Bone didn't come pick it up. And I came home late that night and forgot the fofo was in the trash can. And I set the trash out, and the trash man came and he took the fofo. As soon as I heard that fofo hit that steel, it was about a house away or maybe 2 houses away. I said, "Damn, Baby Bone is going to beat the brakes off me." Now I got to squabble Baby Bone. Baby Bone was one of our fighters. And Baby Bone came over. I put my head down like a sad kid. And he said, "Cub, where my fofo?" "Your fofo is in the trash truck." He said, "What? Cub, where my fofo?" "That was my father's fofo." "Tell your father, Kelmac, put it in the trash can," and the trash man picked it up. Baby Bone was hot, balled up his fist. He was ready to hit me so bad. And I'm sitting there saying, "Where is the butcher knife? Because I don't want to grab the 9 milli." He was so mad, he turned around and left, man. Baby Bone left, man. I think he thought I sold it. I pawned it off for some shit. He probably thought I gambled it off in a crap game or something. Because I remember his house got robbed one day. He got hit for a cool lick. And he came over. I don't know what's going on. I don't know he got licked. He come over and he looking around and all this, and he's mad. I'm like, what's wrong? He like, cause somebody broke in my house. Well, it wasn't me. He like, you got some money? I ain't got no money. Like, what's going on, man? Come to find out, he got licked real good. It wasn't me. You threw cuz heat away, I threw his heat away. Accidentally. Mom's daddy for resting in the landfill. Yeah, that fall, yeah, for sure. My grandfather never bought me anything, but grandma made me one hell of an apple pie. My grandmas were straight. Both of them were straight, but my mother's mother died when I was 6 or 7. I think I was 6. She died in 75, before my 7th birthday. Yeah, good definition of a throwaway strap. Grandpa loved me, but didn't like me. I never got to meet my mother's father. I believe he was dead before I was born. I don't know if my siblings ever met him. I doubt it, because he ran away from his wife. He left his wife. So he left my mother then. So I doubt my mother ever even seen her father after she was 7 years old. I don't think she ever seen her father after she turned 7. They moved from Harlem, New York City, to Stockton, and grandpa's moved to Sacramento, and they didn't know where he was. He started a new family in Sacramento, which we met after my mother passed. We got a crazy family history, man. I encourage you guys to figure out about your family, because you know us black fathers, we make babies and disappear, and we leaving seeds places that's growing. They growing their own tree. And you might run across your cousin and don't know it's your cousin because she got a different last name. You might think she fine. You might end up marrying this broad, and she be your cousin, your 6th cousin or 5th cousin. I watched my great-grandfather with 2 live ducks, cut their heads off and fed them to the dogs, and boiled the feathers off and made duck stew. Best stew I ever had to this day. Our grandpa was a bootlegger, but would only give us $1. So when he would get drunk and go to sleep, we hit them pot. See, there go a real thief right there. He steals from his granddaddy. You started stealing in the home. You know they say it starts in the home. If you stealing from granddaddy, I could imagine who you stealing from today, man. My ex-husband did it and stayed. Wait a minute. You let your ex-husband do it and stay? So you just went for it. Crystal, I knew you were the type of female that sit there and get beat up. Like, you into that type of stuff, right? He probably had a baby with a cow in the backyard and you were still with him. Talking about, honey, I'll go get the milk. Yeah, that's a real thief right there. Duck stew. Damn. You ever had possum? Tell me a little weasel story. Michael Moorhead, rest in peace. Was Michael Moorhead your uncle? Michael was a player. Michael was a real player. You know what's funny about Mike? I knew Mike from elementary school. So I knew Mike when he was nobody. He was nothing. You know, when he was basically getting punked a lot by a lot of people. A lot of people met Mike when the gang came into play. And they looked at Mike as super hard, super tough. Right? But Mike started getting money. Mike messed with Turtle now. Mike had a few plugs. He may have messed with Harry O. He had a few plugs. Mike was getting money in the mid 80s. I remember Mike came over my house in a Suzuki Jeep one time. Jeep full of money. Mike was getting it, man. Mike was getting it. He got killed in a steakhouse. He got killed in Fast Eddie Steakhouse on Western by one of our rival sets. No, he just had to pay grandchild support our way, Kev. I ain't mad at you, man. Do what you do, man. Just stay away from me with that shit. You got quick hands, man. And you take advantage of a drunk man. Like, we can take money from a drunk man, right? We can go in his pockets. We could take his money. We could take his guns. We could take whatever we want from a drunk man. But if you take something from a drunk woman, you was taking advantage of her. The system is so hypocritical. Like, you can't take nothing from a drunk woman. You could take everything you want from a drunk man. It's just crazy, right? Rabbit stew? Rabbit stew. Damn. Where San Jose is in California, going up north by Palo Alto. Oh, shit. Man, y'all been getting these 2-hour lives out of me lately, man. I don't know how I do it. I know I'm finna tear up a strawberry soda tonight. I'm thirsty as hell, too. I don't remember the last time I drank water, though. Baby Bone, rest in peace. No possum, but rabbits are pretty good. Adam G, man, what's up, man? The numbers are starting to go up. Let me get the hell up out of here, man. Now, see, if your mom's pops treat her foul, then at some point, the person treating her like that get no respect, Kev. How's everything going, Kev? It's going all right, man. Got my light fixed. Got my washing machine fixed. Yeah, you need some water for sure, homie. Yeah, I do. I need some water for sure. Won't be tonight, though. Strawberry Fanta, baby. Here I come. Nice and cold, too. Jay Poppins, you just checked in. It's kind of late, homie. Would you say LeBron better than Jordan? No, I absolutely would not. But to the guy that asked the question the other day, is LeBron selfish for chasing Kareem's numbers? I watched LeBron play the other day against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the old man still got it a little bit. Still got it just a little bit. The way he run the floor and get to the bucket when he wants to. That's always been my issue with LeBron, even when he was a youngster. When he wants to, he can get to the rack, but he don't always want to. And then in the backcourt, I seen him, like he was bringing the ball down. I'm like, damn, LeBron always bring the ball down. Why don't he let one of the guards bring the ball down? But then when the Lakers started losing, I think the Cavs went on like a 7-0 run or something like that. LeBron didn't want to bring the ball down. He do this. Like, he don't want the ball now. That's the LeBron I don't like. But LeBron on a fast break or LeBron attacking from full court all the way to the rack, I like that LeBron. So, no, he's not selfish in chasing Kareem. If he still got it, he still got it. Leo, was Kareem selfish for chasing Wilt's numbers? That's a good point. That's a very good point. Never looked at it like that, Asiatic. I mean, they all was great on me. I don't know. But Kobe shined in our era. Magic shined prior to Kobe. Kareem, I didn't see all of Kareem's career, but Kareem was a good one too. Lou Alcindor before Kareem at UCLA. Put some more of them two Pretty Kenny stories on, cuz dumb funny. He dumb funny. Damn, he dumb funny. That reminded me of the Smart Murderer. Roscoe was a joke. Roscoe was funny as hell, man, amongst other things. Yeah, Jordan was great. I only got one complaint about Michael Jordan, man. My complaint is I will go to the Mirage in Vegas. I think the Mirage Open when? The Mirage Open like 91, I think. And they would have this bet where Michael Jordan scored over or under a certain amount of points. And I would see 27 up there. I'd be like, boy, LeBron gonna get 27 easily. Okay, 1989. I said, Jordan's gonna get 27 easy. Why every time I made that bet, he couldn't get 27? I was so mad. Then when I don't bet, this fool go off 36, 37. That's my only complaint about Jordan, man. He couldn't score when I needed him to score. But yeah, definitely a great competitor, good athlete. Notice I said athlete. Look, Sir Uncle Buck over there getting hungry on me. Wait a minute. How could Buck be in the comment section tonight, but last night when Bad News was on? And now Bad News not here when Buck is on. Something going on. I think Buck got two identities, man. I think that was you last night with glasses on. Because dude looked like he was in the basement with poor lighting like you, Buck. Only way I could tell if this is really you in the comment section, Buck, is if you cash out me if you super chat me $25 right now, I know this the real Buck. Super chat $25 right now if you're the real Sir Uncle Buck. Man, didn't he look like Bad News? Nigga, if he would have pulled out a burrito and started smacking, I would have died on live. I would have just fell out, man. I would have been straight dead. I was waiting for him to pull that Hot Pocket burrito out and just go to work on it, right? Liver tastes like pennies. Here's a nigga that eat pennies. Nigga, you copper mouth. You eat pennies, my nigga? Damn, nigga. Man, I did the same fam search, found out great-granddad come home from a sales job on the road, gave great-grams an STD and killed them both? Gramps got raised by an aunt, but they had another handicap. Damn, man, sorry to hear that, bro. Uncle Buck, you hear that? You see that on me? Me and Bad News talked about that, right? Bad News said, man, I ain't had a burrito so good. He said, I couldn't help it, man. That burrito was too good, man. I don't know why S-Mac went and got this guy food in the middle of an interview. Man, save the food for after the interview, homie. This nigga bought him food in the middle of an interview, man. I said, oh, shit. This nigga smacking so loud if my brother was in the room, my brother would have been hot. My brother would have told Bad News, or he probably would have told me, nigga, interview that nigga outside. Take that nigga in the back parking lot and interview that nigga. If y'all don't stop making noise, bro would have went crazy. Damn, as a kid, Kev, start me out, cook. You know, SAG don't like that H, cuz. At least you got the Z at the end. Nigga, I thought Bad News was going back for another murder, man. I'm looking at the burrito like, nigga, that's another 42 years, homie. Can you walk off another 42 for killing that burrito? Like, no, Bad News, no more killing, homie. No, don't kill the burrito. Another 42, homie. Bad News is a good guy, though. He's a real good dude, man. Compton girl, what's up? Where you been? You coming back from a date? Somebody told me they just seen you over there in Farm Dog Hood. They said they seen you riding a horse through the dark. Compton girl. What up, Compton? What was your best spread you made in the prison? My best spread that I made? Nigga, 2 soups. 2 soups with some squeezed cheese and beef, chopped up beef in it. Mind you, I don't cook. I don't know how to cook. I wasn't a cook. We had Moody up in there that doing all the cooking. You know, you had the Moody's, the Mumps. You had Shadow, CJ. I don't even know if CJ cooked, but we had cooks up in there, man. I wasn't one of the cooks. So my best spread ain't had nut. Yeah, beef sticks, Slim Jims and stuff like that. Chopped up in there was real good, right? But 2 hours, y'all. I'm out of here, man. I'm getting up out of here. That's what I'm saying. It was personal, nigga. I wasn't a cook. What part don't you understand? I was just eating. Yeah, I was just to eat. But no, I would bring the chili beans and the tuna. You know, because I was gambling and I got store and I got packages. So I'm contributing to the spreads. I just didn't do the cooking. Then Moody was kind of in a good position. Moody didn't need no store, no package, because we bringing him all the food. So Moody gets to cook the food in exchange for eating. And then Moody might take a can of beans and a can of tuna and about a case of soups and keep that for himself. Like that was the tax, or that was his pay for cooking. I got an hour left at work. I'm sorry, Sands, man. I gotta go. Unless I see that $3,000 referee super chat, I gotta go, bro. Compton girl, a baddie. They all baddies up in here. That's why it's a mystery why we haven't seen Crystal and Western Ave yet. Western Ave is 61. I can see why she won't let us see her. Crystal, what's your excuse? You 59? Crystal, come on with your ancient mama rag over your head, looking like you come from a bottle of syrup, and let us see your pretty ass. I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for the cash apps and super chats. Thanks for 200 people sticking around for 2 hours to hear my dumb ass talk. 6 a.m., you know what time it is, but it's not going to be no gang shit. Like, I got to get away from the gang shit, but I'll incorporate some pigeon with some gang shit for y'all. Yes, you are, Crystal. You 59, fool. Monster Coley was your little homie. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Wait, you have to send a link to all the women next up. I do it all the time, but they won't click on it. We need a woman's night. Wednesday's woman night. All right, y'all. Later. Peace.